What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the final episode of the Southampton career mode here on FIFA 21. Today we are taking on Manchester City, who are in 6th in the league. If you haven't seen already from previous episodes, it's already all over. We're going to finish behind Liverpool, our target of the season, to win the Premier League, bring some silverware home. Didn't happen. Liverpool beat us in the Champions League and then beat us to the Premier League title as well. Leaving us empty-handed, but, a decent season for Southampton when you look at the table, second in the league, just 4 points away at this point from Liverpool. We do have one more game, though, this season. That's Manchester City. They're down in 6th and can't get Champions League football this season. They can only go above Spurs, so they've had a terrible year. But we'll go through this game, and then we'll go through the club and things like that at the end and talk forward as to what's going to happen next on the channel, so make sure you stick around for that if you were interested. First, though, we're taking on the Sky Blue of Manchester. Lineups for the two sides look like this. They're Man City at home, going with Edison, Angelino, Laporte, Delic and Kabore at the back. Witsel playing CDM, Neves and De Bruyne just ahead of him. Front three of Sterling, Aubameyang and Silva. Our lineup then, we're going to go with Szczesny in goal. Mladenovic comes in at left back for this final game. Van Houston, James and Walker-Peters complete the defence. Puig, Kakarep will sit in the middle. Ihata and Almada, Diatta and head as them is Suarez, the legend that is Luis Javier. Here we go, and Aubameyang will get us underway at the Etihad Stadium. Final 90 minutes of the career mode. Let's hope that we can go out the way we really performed this career, and that is with some flashy goals and a really good performance. I feel like our side, we're finishing second in the league. City finishing down 6th. There's quite a big gap, to be fair, and that would make us the better team. And this is actually really nice here from Diatta. The post was Ihata and Suarez was in the middle too, but couldn't find the heads of either. It's going to be a corner off the Man City player. Ihata in left-footed out swinger, punched by Edison. Early chance will fall to Kakarep. Kakarep beats his man, but no foul given from the referee. Bernardo Silva. Kabore into Aubameyang. Tackle was decent from Kakarep. Axel Witsel. Kakarep was there again. Kakarep will jump over a challenge there and bring this ball away for us. He's got 4 or 5 men ahead of him. Axel Witsel struggling to get back on. Since Kakarep here, the pass just needed to be right and wasn't. Diatta for us. Walker-Peters on the overlap. Suarez will bounce the pass into him. Walker-Peters can get the ball back to Suarez. Kakarep. He'll go out wide to Mladenovic. All across from Mladenovic was decent. Delic will have to clear 20 minutes of this game in, and we have a corner out swinger from Mohamed Ihata. Edison will come and punch it. Kakarep first time strike. Deflected. Diatta will get it on target, but couldn't trouble the Brazilian goalkeeper. De Bruyne, his ball forward towards Aubameyang. He can nod it down to Raheem Sterling. Sterling will get around Kyle Walker-Peters. Ball dinked in towards Szczesny, who can just palm it over the top there. Struggled to deal with that one in front of the Southampton fans. It's a corner, but Bernardo Silva's delivery. Header from Witsel was not the greatest, but it has taken a deflection. A good block from somebody in there. Another corner for Manchester City, though. Raheem Sterling, edge of the box to Laporte. Now Kevin De Bruyne. Van Houston had got out and made himself big enough. Almost to the break here. Mladenovic's header, and that will actually go in behind the defender there, Kabore, and Ihata just gets very unlucky. And the half-time whistle will go with the scores locked level at 0-0. Unfortunately, not the best of first 45s for us. Hopefully better in the second. Silva for City. Neves. Yuri. Into Jonathan David. Back out wide to Yuri. Until Witsel. David. De Bruyne's movement. He's looking to push behind the defence and get a goal, but we've stopped him. Neves, Jonathan David, Reece James defending well. Better from us, and now he can counter here with Pavlak and Suarez. And Luis Javier Suarez will score making sure that this man finishes top goal scorer in the Premier League. And we will finish with 3 points. 12 minutes still to play in this one, but Luis Javier Suarez gets us a counter-attacking goal just as Man City was starting to turn up the heat. Pavlak off the bench can bring the ball away for us, gives it to Suarez, who makes no mistake, firing it past Ederson. They're going to go short here. Ederson to Laporte, and back to Ederson, and Suarez was right in his face immediately. Otavio wins the header. Almada, Pavlak, just stripped by Dele Alli. De Bruyne's ball forward towards Raheem Sterling. Walker Peters has got to get there. Sterling's early ball in. Easy to clear. Pavlak can't control it though. Dele Alli will pick it up on the edge of the... in the middle of the park. And Raheem Sterling gets it from Witsel. Witsel wants it again down the channel. Walker Peters defends well though. Pavlak can again pick it up. Can he do something with it this time? He can. He'll find Hatteran. And then across the pitch again to Otavio. And look at the room here. City all over the place. Otavio. Oh, he just fails to take his chance. Went for the near post. And just put too much on it. Could have been a really nice way to finish this one. 2 added minutes on at the end of this game. Mladenovic goes up. We'll win the ball. We can't concede here and lose it. We can concede here because the defenders just ran away. Van Housten's gone for a run up the pitch and the referee has decided he wants to see a little bit more of this game. Bernardo, Jonathan David. David saved by Szczesny. De Bruyne, Witsel saved by Szczesny again. He will not concede. We are winning this game. They've got a corner 2 minutes over the 2 minutes that we're added on here. We're 4 minutes deep. It's a corner from Bernardo Silva. Szczesny comes, collects and says that will do very nicely for us. 3 points picked up to finish this career mode. A win over Manchester City. This shows how far that we have come, how far we have managed to build this Southampton side, that we got a result here today fairly comfortably. And we've ended the season in second place in the league with the top goal scorer, Luis Javier Suarez, in the Premier League as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at how everything played out. Liverpool, in fact, lost on the final day, which makes it even more heartbreaking what happened last episode, because it would have given us a chance if Brighton could have got something against the Pool. Let's have a look at the league table one last time then before we close out the season. Liverpool finishing top as we now on 88 points. They didn't win their final game of the season. They lost to Sheffield United. We finish in second on 87. Arsenal on 79. Finishing third. Manchester United finishing fourth on 75 points. Spurs outside of the Champions League places, as were Manchester City and Chelsea. Everton completing the top 8. Leicester and Brighton completing the top 10. Wolves, Aston Villa and then Sheffield United, who beat Liverpool on the final day of the season. I wanted to see if they were actually in relegation contention. They weren't. Nothing to do with that at all. Brentford go down. Leeds and Fulham join them. Forest just escaped by a point. And that is how the final league table looked after this season. Now we can go ahead and look at our personal achievements as a manager and how things played out for us overall. So as you can see, one club, no league titles, no domestic cups, no continental cups to speak of. Our biggest win came via a 5-0 win against Stoke back in January 2022. Our biggest defeat was back in 2020 at the start of this career mode, where 3-0 defeat was our biggest defeat. Just shows how far we came once that got over. Our record transfer fee was £45.5 million. Our total earnings as a manager, £9.6 million, I wish. Our club record, we played 157 games over 3 years, winning 91 of them, drawing 31 of them and losing 35. On the way, scoring 272 goals and conceding 167. To say we were playing at the top level, that's a really good record. 31 draws, 35 defeats with 91 wins. Lots of goals scored, not many conceded. Just a brilliant career in my opinion. Of course, our first season, as you know, we wanted to finish mid-table. Did we do that? We did. Reached around 16 in the domestic cup. We didn't. Carabao Cup, we got to the third round as we did in the Premier League. We didn't win a manager of the month. We did on Manager of the Year. Our biggest transfer was for Crepin Diatta, 27, and Salesu for 24 million. We finished 4th in the Premier League in our first year. After that, we finished 4th again. James coming in for 37 million. Bednarak leaving for 45 million. 2022 to 23. Last season, this season just gone. Szczesny, the biggest signing for 45.5 million. Our record signing as well. We finished 2nd in the league. We went all out to go win the league. We just couldn't make it happen. Quarterfinals of the Champions League this year. Knocked out by Liverpool. 4th round replay in the FA Cup. A 3rd round defeat in the Carabao Cup. And a 2nd place finish in the Premier League for us is how everything lines up at the end of this one. Browse jobs. Any jobs available? Yep, all of them. All of the jobs are available right now. We can choose to move on to Sevilla. Let's go. Let's not do that. Let's move on to FIFA 22 talk. Let's talk about what will be happening in the upcoming weeks or so. I don't know when I'm going to be actually getting the game. I'm going to have to wait till I get paid personally before I can actually pick the game up itself. I don't get it on release day. I really haven't figured out the date. I'm not too interested or excited to get it on release day. As long as I get it and can make series pretty soon, that's fine by me. So you guys are going to probably have to wait a little bit before these series come out. I know there's FIFA 22 content on YouTube right now that people have already uploaded through early access and things like that. I don't have any of that, so I can't do that. So it's just a waiting game for me. And we're going to be creating a club when we first start. So that is the way the series will run. We'll start in League 2. That's the 4th tier of English football, not the 2nd tier of French football. And we're going to try and work our way up the English rankings. We're going to kind of run the series the way we ran this series, in the fact that we'll play a lot of games off camera because we're going to be starting low down in the leagues. So especially early on, we're going to want to be trying to get through that as much as possible. So we're going to bring you the best games and the best bits, of course, and try and play as much off camera and get as far into the career mode as possible. So yeah, that is how we're going to try and plan it. If you have any suggestions for the FIFA 22 club, i.e. kit colour, badge colour, kit brand, anything you want to see, then let me know down in the comments. Of course, that'd be very much appreciated and very helpful of you if you do that. But that is going to do it for FIFA 21. Thank you very much for watching this series. If you took part in any way, shape or form, I really do appreciate the effort / not much effort of commenting, but thank you very much anyway. I will see you guys in the next one very soon. Who knows when.